Mobile truck coffee company that actually has food trucks in New York City. They deliver coffee and cake to users at their location using a fleet of bicycle riders. So they have a very mobile customer base, they have a very mobile workforce, and they can actually move their trucks to find the optimal areas of customer engagement. Therefore, they need to connect the customers to the food trucks, to the riders, keep everyone up to date in real time, and also have a way that management can oversee the entire operation. Therefore, they've built their applications in 3 different ways. 1, a manager application to have oversight and insight into the entire operation. 2, a customer application to actually allow the customers to order coffee and cake and to be engaged in the delivery process. And 3, a rider application to actually optimize riders' routes and make sure that their tasks are managed. We're going to go through each of those now. Awesome. So this is the manager application. It's increasingly important in businesses to have management oversight over an operation, especially in a small business, especially if you're growing rapidly. In order to understand the dynamics of a business, it's important to give the leaders these tools to visualize what's going on at any moment. Adding location into these tools can allow them to view the current state of the business in terms of location and actually get a visual overview of their performance. So this is the first coffee truck that's located in Madison Square Park. I'm very biased to this as this is my neighborhood. We can see the delivery area here, and I can actually see everything that's going on in my business. I can see where my users are that have the app active. I can see areas of positive customer reviews. I can actually see where my riders are and what they're doing right now. So this rider, Isabel, who has a 99% customer satisfaction rate, has done 5 deliveries today, and she's currently en route to Dave. He's done 21 orders. So it's awesome. I get a really good insight into what's going on in my business right now. I can also visualize and kind of have an optimization technique for where my unhappy customers are. So I can see that in this area, maybe I have a higher frequency of negative reviews, which might tell me either I need a dedicated rider for those areas, maybe I need to remove my coffee truck, etc. We could also build in the kind of notifications that would tell me maybe in a 1-mile radius I had 10 unhappy customers in a certain day. Building that kind of data could allow me to actually plan fixes. We can also use some more of that data that's beyond the map to say, okay, in addition to actually getting the optimal route for this rider, I can take into account historical and current traffic conditions in order to set expectations for customers and meet them. Next, we'll go on to our customer app. So the first thing that I see when I'm a customer and I open up this application is a map that shows me where I am. Of course, this app is built around my location. So I can see, okay, maybe I'm planning on going to Central Park, and I want to see how long it's going to take me to get coffee once I'm there. Well, let's not go as far as Central Park. Maybe I'm going shopping on 5th Ave. All right. So this number at the bottom is actually telling me how many minutes it's going to take me to get coffee at that location after I place my order. There is a ton of back-end data going into this number. Not only do I have to match the customer up with the nearest coffee truck, I also have to match up an available rider, their route to that coffee truck in current traffic conditions, and then how long it'll take them to get to the customer. Now, if I was in Central Park or something, it would also take into account the fact that rider can't ride their bike. They need to get off their bike, they need to walk into the park, they need to walk to my location. When I actually am ready to place my order, let's get 1 coffee and 20 cakes. I actually can recalculate that data based on what I ordered, obviously taking into account prep time that's specific to the business. At this point, I can also see who's going to come to me, so as a customer I can stay engaged, I can know who to expect. And when I place the order, I can actually visually see the route that my rider is going to take to get to me. At this point, the customer can be really engaged in the process. Maybe I don't want to watch them take their route, but at the point where they're coming to the coffee truck, I can get an alert on my phone that says, hey, you ordered 20 cakes, maybe you want to order 25. Last chance to up your order. At this point, Again, it's very predictable, and I can meet expectations as a customer. I'm not gonna get my coffee in 20 minutes, I'm gonna get my coffee in 18 minutes. There's no traffic jams that are gonna be unexpected. I know everything that's happening. At this point, I can also cancel my order, etc. And all of that data is being updated in real time to the rider application, which we'll go over next, and the management application. Next, we'll take a look at the rider application. Once we've logged into the rider application, the first thing that it's going to do is actually check to see if I'm in a viable delivery area. If I'm not in a viable delivery area, it might actually tell me how far it would take me to get to the nearest delivery area. Or maybe if there's an increased traffic in a certain part of the city, it would tell me to go there. Since our rider's in the delivery zone, they're assigned to a barista truck. And as soon as they sign in, the system knows they're ready and they're immediately matched with customer orders. So I have a new job alert as a rider. When I accept that, I'm actually given multiple orders to take at the same time. This streamlines operations for the rider and also reduces redundancy in trips. It also improves the response time of the whole process. I can click on this order and I can see the exact route that I need to take to get to my coffee truck and then get to my first customer. Behind the scenes, again, the application is communicating with the business and with the customer to make sure that everyone has expectations that are met. I can also see textual directions if needed. As I reach each point in my job, entering and exiting a location can actually prompt this app to update and tell me where I need to be for my next one. So this one's done, this is my next delivery. So go from the first customer to the second customer, etc., until the jobs are complete and I accept my next job. The end result of all this is a great back end of data that we can use to have predictable outcomes for customers next time. Maybe I constantly order cake, so next time I go to Fifth Ave, it's going to tell me, hey, you ordered cake last time you were here. Do you want 25 orders again? And it can also have a lot of data for management to collect, again, to say, you have a lot of customers ordering in this area. Maybe you should move your truck to that area. Maybe you should increase your rider frequency between the hours of 3 and 5 when people are getting out of school or work. Ultimately, this increases engagement with customers, it increases management insight, it streamlines operations for riders, which may be a low hours workforce or a high turnover workforce, and it ultimately improves customer satisfaction.